What's going on, traders? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. Thank you guys again for joining us for another helpful video. As you guys can see by the title, this video is going to be talking about Bitcoin and the 3 most common questions about Bitcoin that I've continuously received and all the different types of cryptocurrencies. So I hope you guys enjoy, and if you guys want to click the first link in the bio, you guys can pre-order your merch. What the? We got too many monitors going on here. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get right to it. 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, so this is gonna be the difficult part for me to explain, and I hope this makes sense to you. This has been the most difficult part, I think, for a lot of people to make sense of, because when it comes down to Bitcoin, there's the avenue of being able to invest in Bitcoin. So therefore having, let's say, $10,000 in your bank, you buy 2 shares of Bitcoin, therefore you will have 2 shares of Bitcoin, and then if it sees a 10% growth, you will experience a 10% growth on your initial investment, which then you can later sell. It's kind of like Forex, right? So but for this digital currency, understanding that another avenue for investing in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is a decentralized online currency, it has no centralized set of servers that allow these transactions to be validated. Therefore, there are those that mine for Bitcoin that use their own computers to be those servers that validate the transactions. And for every validation, or for every mining that you do, and for every validation that you complete, you are rewarded. You could potentially find a Bitcoin. And again, the video is going to be down in the description, so you guys can break it down and get a better understanding. Pretty much what I want you guys to understand is that there's 2 different avenues of investing in Bitcoin. There's the actual buying of a Bitcoin and hoping that it appreciates in value, which then you can later resell the same share that you bought for a profit. Or there's the avenue of buying and investing in these supercomputers, or just doing it personally on your own computer to mine for Bitcoins, and therefore be rewarded these series of Bitcoins, which then you can later sell for a profit and stuff like that. So based on my understanding, the market is so diluted at the current state where it's at right now, because of all this hype that has been built up within the past couple of years, that in 2009, when people were running the servers based off of their computers, they were able to be rewarded tens of thousands of Bitcoins, because it was the competition wasn't really there. There weren't a lot of people doing it because the demand wasn't there, and Bitcoin was valued at less than $1. But now, because the demand is so high, because there's so many people that have built these businesses and full-on infrastructures that are solely designed to mine for Bitcoins, it's become a lot more difficult for the average Joe to be mining for Bitcoin. It doesn't mean that it's not possible. It just means that you're going to have to invest most likely and more powerful computers to be able to efficiently be mining for Bitcoins, and the more transactions that you complete, the more possibilities that you are able to be rewarded a series of Bitcoins if you do it successfully. So that's pretty much it. Again, you can watch a series of videos. I would recommend the animated videos just because it goes into detail without any of the mumbo jumbo on exactly what Bitcoin is and how it works. But I hope this video actually elaborates a little bit more on kind of the very basics of what Bitcoin is and why people see so much value in it. So kind of getting into that aspect, why is there so much hype between Bitcoin? So kind of to give you a better understanding, because of the crash after 2008, because of the real estate burst, the bubble, a lot of people take into consideration that these huge corporations or entities, these banks that are established around the world, are really there for their own good, right? So they take advantage of the average Joe, and they're always manipulating the market and therefore creating these bursts or these overvaluations. Now Bitcoin is something that is decentralized. It's not run by not one individual, but it's ran by the series of people. Therefore the overall outcome should be good. At least that's their plan. Doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen. Some individuals think that because it is decentralized and because there are no form of regulations right now, that it can be easily overhyped, and because it's so overhyped at the current moment, there could be a burst, which then can drive the prices down, which then can lead to thousands, millions, if not billions of dollars loss if Bitcoin is devalued. All I'm saying is when it comes down to investing in any market, you guys know my group and my community for TechBot Solutions, we always try to encourage for everyone to invest in markets that they see value in. So the purpose of this video is to simply expose you guys to the opportunity that Bitcoin can offer. Does that mean that you should invest in Bitcoin solely based on this video? No, you should never invest based on anyone else's opinion. Does that mean that you should go into Bitcoin once you just have a general understanding? No, you want to make sure that you understand the risk and everything that it has to do with why Bitcoin is increasing in price and why it's seen such a catalyst and exponential growth within the past series of years. At least that would be my approach. Make sure you know what you're investing in, and always, don't forget to manage your risk. Know the importance of being able to have a plan when it comes down to investing. So knowing where you're buying, where you plan to sell, as well as where you plan to cut your losses if your initial investment does not go according to your plan. I do want to encourage you guys to look into it. I know I'm super pumped when it comes down to actually dedicating time out of my busy schedule and to learn more about Bitcoin, because I love learning about new markets that offer potential not only for myself, but then I can later make a video that can explain a little bit more, and then I can express it to the audience that it is that I have. So that's the whole point of this video. I love exposing you guys to new opportunity, because like we know, when it comes down to every single market out there, even though you personally did not succeed, there's always potential and money to be made in every market. It just comes down to identifying the niche that works for you, identifying the potential for profit, and making sure that you are passionate about what it is that you're investing in. If you don't, then simply move on to the next market and see if you see more potential in that specific avenue of market, and if it fits your unique style of investing. So that's really just it. Just wanted to let you guys know a little bit more about Bitcoin, how I broke it down, the two different avenues of Bitcoin, of actually buying a share of Bitcoin or doing the mining. So I hope that can kind of give you guys a better understanding on how Bitcoin works. And again, don't forget, the links are going to be down in the description, so you guys can watch those videos that, I'm not affiliated with any of those YouTube channels or anything like that I'm suggesting, but I think they did a very good job kind of elaborating a little bit more about Bitcoin, and I really like the animated version because it kind of breaks it down for us in a very elementary way that, is easy to understand. So again, if you guys haven't pre-ordered your TechBud Solutions t-shirt, then feel free to pre-order. Again, it is going to be the first link down in the description. With those most popular sizes, we are almost sold out. So, thank you guys again for all your love and your support, and I do want to take this time before I end this video, me and the TechBud Solutions team, and again, this is going to be a complete tangent or a pivot from what it is that we're talking about, but because of the horrific tragedy that has been going on with Houston, Texas, with Hurricane Harvey, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, there has been so much distress that not only has happened to that specific city, but because TechBud Solutions is such a wide band of members, we do have members that have actually been exposed to the unfortunate kind of effects of this hurricane. So what I'm asking you guys is, I'm personally asking you to direct message me if you are part of the TechBud Solutions group, to direct message me and to simply, I would love to jump on a call with you guys and to get a better understanding on, your whole experience with the hurricane, and see if me and the TechBud Solutions team, we're trying to develop a plan on how it is that we're gonna, be able to assist and kind of rebuild, unfortunately, from this disaster that has happened in Houston, Texas. So what my plan is to identify those that are a part of our group that are in Houston, Texas, that have been unfortunately negatively affected because of the hurricane, and then we're going to set up a plan on the team potentially flying out there and helping everyone, or helping the individuals within our community rebuild and stuff like that. So I'm super excited to at least because we have such a wide band of individuals, and we're definitely a team. I want to make sure that our main focus is not just investing and making money, but as well as reminding one another that we are a team, and that we win and lose together. Therefore, when there's people that are under distress, or people that are experiencing this unfortunate natural disaster, we want to make sure that we come together as a team with open arms and help one another come back up and rebuild strong. So thank you guys again. If you guys have any suggestions or recommendations that you guys would like us to do as a team to then later be able to implement to help those that were affected by the hurricane, please feel free to leave them in the comments. But most importantly, those that are a part of TechBud Solutions, please direct message me within the Discord group chat, and I would love to get in contact with you so we can set up a plan and then hopefully help you and assist you rebuild and kind of get you guys going again. So thank you guys again for everything that you guys do. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, and like always guys, when it comes down to investing in any market, let your passion be what drives you and your success. Like always guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care.